Hello everyone, this will be a quick review or overview of the Martin Logan mlt-2 5.1 home theater system. What I got focused on right now is one of the satellite speakers. It comes with 5 satellite speakers. They're identical in size, one center channel and a 10-inch subwoofer, powered subwoofer. The satellites contain a 4-inch, well, they claim it's 4-inch, it's actually not quite 4 inches from side to side, it's more like 3.75 or so, woofer cone size, and a 1-inch, I believe it's soft dome tweeter. They are sealed boxes. There's no port to them whatsoever, so you won't get much bass response whatsoever from these. Their frequency response is, I think, 120 hertz or higher. And the subwoofer will take care of the rest of that range. But size-wise, they're only about 3.5–4 pounds each of the satellites. The center channel is actually a little larger. We'll just move over there since we've already filmed enough of the satellite speaker. The system's already set up, obviously, and I have it. The front speakers and the center channel are on mounts. You can get these from Amazon in sets of 2 or 5 or 6 or whatever. They work pretty well. They only have keyhole mount slots, but these mounts have adapters for them. Can't really get a shot from behind over there real quick, so you can see a little bit better. I don't know if that's a good view or not, but I'll get another shot from somewhere else. And they're pretty well adjustable on here, and they support the weight pretty well. 3.5 pounds, like I said, for each satellite speaker. It's what, only like a palm size in height, about 4 inches in width, and got pretty decent depth to them. They're made out of plastic, the center channel and the satellites. The subwoofer cabinet is made out of wood, MDF. And here's the center channel set up right above the TV. I have it set up. And there's the mounts that I was talking about. You can probably see them a little better from this angle, how they're set up over there. And the center channel, as opposed to the satellites, has 2 cones. I'm not going to take this off because I don't want to wiggle it around the grill, but they have 2 cones over here, 3.5 inch in size, and a tweeter in the center. And here's the left side setup over here in the corner, and the rear. I set up the rear satellites on screws straight into the stud because there's no need to have a mounted over there. They only need to basically point downwards towards the listening area, which is just over here on the couch. So. And they sound, as far as sound goes, so moving on to that stage, they sound very, very well. They produce really good highs, not too sharp or teeny at all. It's fairly decent sound as far as I can compare to maybe Polk speakers would be the closest I can say that they sound to. Like I said, they're actually, despite the fact that they're built out of plastic, or some kind of composite plastic material, they're pretty sturdy. They don't feel light or flimsy at all. They're very sturdy, good solid speakers. Moving on to the subwoofer down here. This is a 10-inch. You can't really see through the grill much. The grill is not removable. It's actually glued. Let me see if I can. Yeah, no way. That's not gonna work. The grill is not removable. It's glued on or something like that. I couldn't really remove it, so it's not really that important anyway. It's got a 10-inch woofer facing the front over here. It's made out of paper, I believe. It's that paper cone. And here's the rear of it. I have it set up through the LFE channel from my, this thing's got to focus, from my receiver. And you have your crossover control and your level control. Phase, auto on-off, which is an option that doesn't really work. As far as I can tell, I just keep it on at all times. It only consumes 12 watts of power while it idles, and whatever. It's got 2 ports in the back over here, and here's your cooler fins for your amp, built-in amp. I have it routed over here so that the cables are not all exposed to my just a entry-level Yamaha RX V375. It does a pretty good job powering these speakers. The sensitivity of each speaker is, I believe the satellites are at 88 decibels and the center is 89. When you set them up, at least with this receiver, this particular receiver, sorry about the quality, is that you need to crank up the satellites and turn down the center channel quite a bit, maybe about 2 decibels in between if you have a setup option for your receiver. That way, most of them do, especially nowadays. And yeah, you definitely have to crank down the center channel, because otherwise it'll overpower significantly the satellite speakers, and you won't hear much from your rears or your fronts much at all. So yeah, it's all into personal taste anyway. But as far as overall package and overall sound, I got this off Amazon for, I believe, $350 as of February 2014, and they still sell, I believe, right now for the same price. There's much cheaper deals out there from what I heard. Even Newegg has them, or did have them, at a price point of $250 or even lower. But apparently some of those have had issues with the subwoofer, either buzzing or going out, or the amp shorting out or not working or something like that. But anyway, so far with mine, I've had over 1 month of use, and it's been nothing but flawless and playing great so far. It's very good for movies. The bass that the subwoofer puts out is very strong. It can. This room is 15 by 15, and it fills it very well. It even rattles the windows and shakes the floor. So nothing is. There's no shortcomings as far as the subwoofer goes. And like I said, the speakers do a very good job. I've heard the Energy Take 5, which is another comparable system to this, price-wise and size-wise, and they sound very similar. I'd say the Energy Take 5, since they have ported boxes, ported cabinets, also made out of plastic, unfortunately. You're not going to get wood from your speakers much at this price point. But anyways, they maybe put out a little bit better frequency range as far as low frequency, but I couldn't really tell a difference. I kind of prefer this sound a little bit over the Energy Takes, but really you can't go wrong with either one. Either the Martin Logan mlt-2 or the Energy Take 5, I believe. I think it's called the Classic or something like that. Sound very well. So it's all in the preference of looks. I like the look of this better than the Energy Take, because I don't like the shiny finish on the speakers anyway. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna play something real quick, and that'll basically end it. See what we got here on the. Sorry about that. It probably is not going to sound very well, obviously. It won't pick up the sound nowhere near as it should, you know, and it's probably going to hear a lot of distortion and buzzing, but I apologize for that anyways, and I'll try to play a sample of music here. Anyway, so that was just a quick sample of some music, I guess. It probably didn't do it justice as it's supposed to sound. You won't really get that, but anyways, thanks for checking it out, and if there's any questions at all, more in detail about the speakers or system at all in general. One other thing I forgot to say is that each of the speakers has banana plug 5-post terminals, I believe. You can put banana plugs in them is what I meant to say. So anyways, it's a very good system overall. You should be able to go wrong with this, and Good luck. Thanks.